Hey Ozama, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just getting up. Uh, how's everyone on set? Is everyone doing okay? Okay, that's good. Wait, what? What do you mean? There's problems on the set. What? How big are they? Well, no, don't be alarmed. But we got a lot of things going down in the set.
Gazran, how many times must we tell you? Stop looking at yourself in the mirror. You're not getting any more attractive, you know.
And along with the finances that have to be sought out after the tribute of Billy Kamets, along with the medical bills we had to pay over those who were allergic to cat hairs, which is quite unbelievable considering the fact that you're all married to a cat girl. Look, I'm sorry, there's just like nothing we could do. I mean, most of the actors had to go back due to medical reasons. Like one of them, I think, took Harrison Ford to the shins, or was it the leg? You know, I can't often remember. I haven't seen that episode of when Harrison Ford was on there. Well, I mean, Sean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you're stumped for ideas at the moment. I mean, yeah, we could like do like more around the open world building. Maybe talk about like how mythical legends are going to be adapted in your series. But ever since Seanstermations Next ended around June 7th of 2020, like just literally 2 years ago. Well, it would be over 2 years now because it was like about nearly 2 weeks ago since that happened. So wait, what would you say? No, not the finances. Yes. I'm sure Sophie and Alexis and Phoebe can handle the bills, but what did you say? 2 years ago? Really? Really? Wow, I can't believe it. It's like they just fly by. It's yeah. Again, I guess I just didn't notice. Hang on a minute. Ozma, I think I'm gonna have to call you back. I think a special idea just popped into mind. You know, one of those light bulb moments. No. It's okay. The video will explain itself. Yeah, I mean, it's a little something different. It's a little something different, and looking back, it feels like a good idea. Okay. I'm just gonna upload the video now. Okay, you make sure everyone gets home, and yes, and I'll be sure to restock Gazran's little his eye makeup or whatever he does. Yeah, right. Oh yes, and I'll tell the actors you said hi. No. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, you stay safe too. Send my love to Shima for me. Okay, bye. Now, let's see. Let's upload this bad boy and.
Hello, people of YouTube. It's me, Yuuna. Now, Sky has probably told you this, but to be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Seanstermations MIRAI updates. See you around.
Hello, everybody. My name is Seanster2.5, and welcome to another long-awaited update for Seanstermations MIRAI. So, you may be wondering about the context behind the title of the video as well as the intro that was presented beforehand. Well, something came up not too long ago, like nearly 2 weeks ago, if not 2 weeks by the time I'm recording this video, yeah, definitely, like before 2 weeks. It came to my attention that the second year anniversary of the finale of Seanstermations Next was on June 7th of 2020, and now it's 2022, so that's been 2 years since the Seanstermations Next finale, premiered on YouTube, and possibly one of the last to ever appear on YouTube, unless things change with Seanstermations MIRAI. Now, um, because I was in a rush to do the Billy Kamets video and to make it as perfect as possible, and because shouldn't leave no stone unturned, and you just got to make it perfect, because but every second of it was worth it. There wasn't really much ideas to work with. However, after looking back at the Seanstermations Next video, I thought I'd decide why not spend 4 months talking about how Seanstermations was back then, and going through the history of Seanstermations, to which all of that will lead on into further progress for Seanstermations MIRAI. Now, most of you may be wondering, but Seanster, this isn't an update video at all. I mean, so you can't call it an update, can you? Well, there's a saying that goes around there are some people out there who say that one should learn from their past, it ultimately creates a brand new future for that person. And although there's only going to be 4 parts, there's going to be a lot of history by it. But by looking into the past of Seanstermations, along with you, my friends, my family, and my amigos, the inspiration from the past will ultimately lead into further production for Seanstermations MIRAI. So there is a little bit of benefit behind it, but it'll also be nice to look back, especially after, oh my gosh, Seanstermations next ended on June 7th. It feels like yesterday when I was tearing up because of the Seanstermations next finale, and this would mark the end of Seanstermations content for a long while, except these updates, of course. I mean, these updates are going to be very necessary, and of course, they're going to be a lot more frequent for the years to come. But seeing as that I'm nearly at the end of Act 4, and with 2 acts left to go with MIRAI with the writing progress, and having to face the fact that it's been 2 years, I just thought might as well think of something nice to do. And the looking back series will hopefully it will show what kind of legacy it's left behind onward to the final the final show, which is of course going to be Seanstermations MIRAI. Now, I don't intend to make any more Seanstermations series after Seanstermations MIRAI, because if I did do a 4th series after MIRAI, then it's just going to take a lot more time, and the story that is laid out to lead to a beautiful finale will just be undone. And well, although Boruto does that, fantastic, or does try to, Seanstermations isn't Boruto, but hopefully it will still be a good show all the same. But today, for the topic of this looking back series, because this is a 4-part series, part 1 is going to focus on mainly how it was made, like the origins, like how its name was given, etc., etc. But all the same, if you enjoyed this video and the series to come, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming soon. After this 4-part series, that's going to appear monthly every so often, so it's same business. Along with a early Seansterverse What If, which I did promise at the end of the Billy Kamet's tribute video, so don't worry, Seansterverse fans, you're definitely still getting your What If. I highly promise you it is going to be a very good one too. But for already at Seanster 2.5, as well as everyone for the Mass Legion and everyone in the Seanster Patrol Magpie family, I hope you all enjoyed this update video, and now let's get right into looking back on the history that Seanstermations has presented before its MIRAI counterpart. So, to start things off, did you know that Seanstermations was originally called Sean Shorts? For those who put the context, the animated shorts, which are called Seanster Shorts. Originally, Sean Shorts was originally going to be the name of Seanstermations, which it was going to feature, myself with copyrighted characters going on adventures. And when I say that out loud, I feel like I'm going right into a Chris Chan direction. Thankfully, I did not go the Sonichu direction, and I did say to myself that I wouldn't mention anything about Chris Chan on my channel, aside from the one Sonichu What If that is coming out for the channel. But thankfully, if Seanstermations wasn't in my life right now, I would have gone an entirely somewhat similar but very, 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 very different path to Chris Chan. But Seanstermations came to mind when I was doing a little bit of a project, and we had to build something out of wood. It was mainly woodwork, and I thought I would build a car similar to the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. So I had to put a little bit of a logo on there just to give a little bit of jazz, and I put it as Seanstermations Productions. But when I was designing, or rather just doing doodles, because back in the day I didn't have a channel, and I was this was before the channel even. I didn't have a proper concept of what I wanted for for this series in general. But although Sean Shorts was scrapped altogether, something definitely was born anew from the very name and the mention of Seanstermations. And all the characters and their designs, originally they were going to be like scribbly hair, hardly any like neck joints, but thanks to a long year's worth of experience with drawing and character design, the designs that you see before you, and especially the design as the little the thumbnail for this video, is all from years and years and years and years of improving and trying and getting inspiration from other artists, mostly from artists like Animated James, who, although if we take the context of what he's been doing aside, his art had inspired the overall concept of Shortsumations, that being trying to make it unique as the years go on. So of course I had to lean away from Christian eventually, like a baby bird would have to leave the nest soon. But yeah, there you go. I mean, if it wasn't for Animated James and his awesome art style, I would not be drawing Shortsumations characters. But again, after a while, I've been kind of moving away from the Animated James art style and making it more unique, to say the least. But the eyes have like pretty much stayed the same as this. But I highly digress. But long story short, if it wasn't for all that, I would not be like doing Shortsumations at all. And all the experiences looking back, it's been quite the ride. But that's only just the tip of the iceberg. As I progressed along, and as well as making the characters, originally there was only going to be 3 main characters of Shortsumations, that being Sean, Shauna, and Minazuki. Those 3 characters were the original 3 Shortsumations characters that I designed prior to the series creation. And as for the character Yami, who was the fox girl that is normally around them during the future episodes of Shortsumations up to the finale. But originally there were going to be 2 characters that would join Sean, Minazuki, and Shauna, that were called Selena and Kari. But due to me putting Yami in the equation as well, those 2 were kind of like pushed back, and so Yami joined the main cast before, of course, when Shortsumations Season 3 came around. Maisie joined halfway through, and then when the Shortsumations OVAs came around, then we had Skylar. But hopefully when I go back and do some Shortsumations flashback episodes for Shortsumations MIRAI, hopefully I'll be able to have more of Selena and Kari in the future. But until then, they're just like they're just like in the corner waiting to get another cameo, and I'm kind of like a little bit upset, but at the same time, with the way the series has been going so far and all the wonderful support that all of you have given me through the creation to its very end, it's all been worth it in the end. But fun fact, and I don't really tell this often, but did you know that originally Yami was going to be a villain? Yeah, no joke. Like prior to the when the full story began at the end of season 2 of Shortsumations, Yami was originally going to be a villain for our heroes to face, but then after a confrontation with Sean, she turned over a new leaf, much like how anyone would do after a good fight with a good friend, and after using the power of friendship and the talk no jutsu, they they switch sides automatically. However, because I did not know where to go with the series at the time for series 1 and 2, or season 1 and 2, the ideas were, however, lost in the vault forever. Hopefully they may come back in the future, but until then, well, let's just say that Yami's been pretty much neutral throughout the whole thing, but we could still see an arc. Don't you worry about that. And speaking of Shortsumations season 1 and 2, what if I told you? And I know I may have told this originally, but for those who didn't know, that season 1 and 2 of Shortsumations is non-canon to the story of Seanstermations. Likely due because you know how shorts to shorts, like normally like are random shorts, some from events that YouTubers have gone through. Like say I see a clip from Vanos Gaming and I do a animated short that's based around that, like anyone else would do on YouTube. That was originally what Seanstermations was going to be. But when I was doing the Christmas specials and Halloween specials for Seanstermations, there was a little bit of story behind that, and it got to flesh the characters a lot more. Because again, this was back when I was experimenting. But when I got into season 2, somewhat of the story has somehow flourished from that. Although there were still bits of the season 1 of Seanstermations that just slipped in through the cracks. So again, there wasn't much story behind it other than just a few shorts that featured the Seanstermations characters which you see before you. But after having a few rounds of the game that was released on Bandai Namco, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and of course, back in the day, I did used to make characters in Xenoverse 2 based around the characters of Seanstermations, and so having to take that into account as well as making the characters and making the series in general. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. Yes, take it. So what happened afterwards is that although there were a few bits of stories here and there, and it was all over the place, but hopefully when I do make the flashback episodes of Seanstermations MIRAI, it will likely fix itself. So there will be a fixed version of it, just as a filler episode. But the filler is going to be canon. I did say before that the filler is going to be canon, so there's no trouble there. But the actual Seanstermations series really started at the end of Seanstermations Season 2. And when I look back, there were like some things that I felt like were missing. Because when I was like doing further productions of Seanstermations after that, the way I set up that finale and with Zark's awakening at the post-credits scene, it really starts to wonder like what goes on like in the in-between. Because back in the day, I just wanted to get straight into the point, straight into the awesome action. Sean versus Zark, the heroes versus Zen, Wolfgang Tenma, Trossin, all that wonderful stuff. But despite its flaws and despite not having an actual story beforehand, those sweet times, got me to learn more about storytelling and allowed me to flesh out my characters a lot more than I originally did, to be fair, because while a story is necessary for, any new anime or manga, also applying some development with the characters will likely make the story a lot more special than it originally was. And without all those experiences that I had beforehand, and without all those lessons being implemented into Seanstermations Season 3, I would not know where I would be or where the series would be if, all those lessons didn't properly teach me. And of course, with while keeping to YouTube's algorithm, of course, it was all great. And hopefully when we get further down the line with each new part of this Looking Back series, I cannot wait to look back on Season 3. But to end this part off, all those lessons, the lessons that you do learn from the past eventually carry on into the future. And as you see before you from Season 1 to Season 2, there was definitely some level of improvement, but it truly shined when Season 3 came out. But before I digress any further, and now the part 1 is out of the way, I believe that is going to be the end of the first out of 4 parts of the Looking Back series. But although this is a little bit different compared to most Seanstermations MIRAI updates I would normally post on the channel, to save some topics up for future updates, just to keep it all nice and fresh, and to not make myself lose inspiration for more updates yet to come, I just thought I'd bring the series up in general. But Despite it being different than most. If you enjoyed this video and the updates to come, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming soon. I really am looking forward to seeing you all again in part 2, which is coming out in the end of July, and with part 3 being at the end of August, and part 4 coming at the end of September. All in all, it's been quite a wonderful time, and I hope you've enjoyed this time as much as I have. And I cannot wait to explain further about the history of Seanstermations. But and of course, the Killmonger Seansterverse What If will be coming out on the first week of July, if not the second week of July, as promised. But all in all, I'm very thankful for everyone's support, and I cannot wait to see you all for the next part and the next Seansterverse What If. Looking forward to it. But from everyone here at Seanster 2.5, as well as everyone for the Mass Legion and everyone in the Seanster Patrol and Magpie family, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time, where we will be discussing the Seanstermations Season 3 Onward, coming at the end of July. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed the update, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!